Grew up in this area my whole life. Now I have an opportunity to be a voice for our community.
The vision is really to improve the health of the community. We're talking just some substantial policy changes that we want to make here.
For me, a healthy community would be actually where people cooperate, where they don't judge each other, but what they have, but who they are.
I would like to see residents that are informed and engaged in the civic process.
We have a lot of disadvantaged communities, so we need to find viable solutions, and that's what the program is all about.
It's the beginning. You just can't go and say, I'm gonna go fix the world. It's, you have to tackle one problem at a time. My grandfather, he's 65 and he's still a field worker. It's kind of like inspiring to see how old he is and the job that he does, and seeing him wake up every day at 4 in the morning.
Here we live in a community that has an abundance of crops, from table grapes to dates to citrus, bell peppers, eggplant, okra, lettuce, spinach, and our residents aren't eating healthy.
Como aquí tenemos una tienda, pero esta tienda no vende frutas frescas ni verduras, vende pura comida enlatada, pura comida chatarra.
It is criminal that the people that harvest the food don't have access to it, and that's what made me so mad. I wasn't going to take it anymore, and that's how we got started. Hidden Harvest was really founded on the idea of asset-based advocacy, going into a low-income population and building on the assets that they have rather than going in there, evaluating their needs, and then giving them what you think that they want. One of our farm worker dads who was volunteering on the weekends asked me the pivotal question almost of my life. He said, what is wrong that you, the big you, would rather plow under all this fresh food than let hungry people have it? He said, when my kids aren't in school, my wife and I skip meals on the weekend, or we split up meals so that our kids have enough food to eat. And yet there's all this food out here that's being plowed under all the time. And I, as a farm worker, am not supposed to even put one single strawberry in my pocket to take home. There's approximately 25 to 27% of all food crops, they're called row crops, that are left behind, that are not harvested. Sometimes the farmer is just a victim of his or her own success. The cauliflower grows too big for the box, so the big ones get left. This April, we had 80 acres of walk-by broccoli, which means 80 acres of broccoli that was not one head of it was harvested.
Okay, thank you, Francisco, for all this.
We have two objectives. One is to obviously get the freshest produce for the neediest people, and the second is to provide an economic opportunity for them. We pay always 25% above minimum wage. It's not perfect, but we pay better than the farmer.
It was the tangerines, broccoli, spinach, celery, dates, bell peppers. Okay, well, thank you, Francisco.
Augustine is one of the reasons why this job is so much fun, because he came up with an idea. I mean, he is the original "if you build it, they will come" guy.
Some of my students have never had a salad before. It's not a healthy diet for the kids, what they eat at home. So that's why I try to implement the healthy eating in my program. Thanks to Hidden Harvest, I'm able to get tons of produce that I use for 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I have kids eating spinach that at first are like, I don't like spinach. And I was telling them, have you tried them? They're like, no, well, then please don't tell me you don't like them.
We usually eat something that we had never eaten before, so we can like experiment new flavors and all that stuff, like new recipes too. I actually told my mom to let me cook some of the stuff that we do here since they're really good. And then like my little brother also likes the food that we cook here.
Sometimes I overhear their conversations saying, I never had this before and it's so good. I used to see it at a grocery store, but never at my table. So it's a really good thing. It's a nice feeling for me. What do you guys think?
It smells good.
It smells good? Right now we're gonna go out there and we're gonna feed close to 150 students. In reality, what the program only spent was $20. This is the beauty, and right now, I mean, they're happy. They love serving the rest of the class. I mean, so they're eating their greens today.
The kids are less hungry. They have more access to fresh, healthy food at their school, at their home. We serve 65 agencies with fresh produce. So if they're in need of emergency food, that emergency food looks like it came from Whole Foods.